What's going on, guys? My name is Justin Fu, and I'm joined here today by MJ and Jessica. And today we're going to be taking shots with MJ and Justin. You think it's great? No.
Okay, so the next surprise is something related with something. Over here we have a whiteboard, and what I want you to do, guys, is for viewers, rank your top 3 of digital platforms that you think is the most valuable, or the ones that you use the most, and after I'd like to know why.
So when you say digital platforms, does that mean like Google, or do you mean like Twitter?
Every internet platform.
So like
platform.
Instagram,
We're
Instagram,
talking about
Facebook,
like
Twitter?
websites, Instagram, Twitter,
Okay.
Facebook.
Websites too.
And why?
Okay.
Okay. Wait,
Who
are we
wants
sharing
to go
that?
first?
Oh, we're. Well, we should take a shot.
We should take a shot.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
No, with how they.
All right, well, bottoms up, my man.
How's that, brother?
Cheers.
Cheers.
So, who's going first?
Okay.
You wanna do a rock, scissors, paper?
I am curious to see who would win rock, paper, scissors though, but you can go
Yeah,
first no
you're
matter
right.
what. Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors. I always played Rochambeau though.
Shoot.
Rochambeau.
What is that?
Rochambeau.
Okay, cool.
Rochambeau. Rock never loses.
Dang it! Dude, I'm not gonna say my secret. Never mind. You probably know now because I've already. This is a good question that Jess asked, because I think a lot of our followers on Instagram, Facebook, and stuff like that, especially on our brand pages, are people that are entrepreneurs or small business owners or big business owners. So this is kind of, because we're both, I would say, expertise in the world of digital marketing or social platforms. I think this is a nice way for us to give value to these people. So, super smart question, and I actually don't know what I'm going to say, but I'm curious to see. Curious to see what MJ got.
I don't want to spend too much time writing. Alright, here we go. Personal website, Facebook, Instagram. I start with a personal website because that's your main landing page, right? That's your brand, that's your main business, that's what people see at the end of the day, right? So that's like kind of what you want to drive all your traffic to, and kind of have a large audience on that main platform. But I think all digital media platforms are important as long as you can maintain them, because they all kind of cross collaborate. So secondary, that's why I chose Facebook. I think Facebook, even though I don't have a Facebook, has the largest reach when it comes to overall audience, right? I think a lot of our age group, like millennial age, doesn't really use Facebook as much as the older generation, but there's so many targeting tools that you can use within Facebook, and pay-per-click advertisements and stuff like that, that you can just, get a large amount of traffic for not a huge amount of money.
Correct, I agree.
Last one, my favorite, Instagram. I think Instagram is very visual. Jess is amazing on Instagram. But I think alongside Facebook and your personal website, you can build traffic through Instagram visually, and also target your customer base. But the thing why I chose Facebook over Instagram is because with the large reach of Facebook, you can actually retarget the people that like your Facebook page already and port them to Instagram, right? So you're kind of getting 2 for 1 in a way.
Right.
So that's the only reason I chose Facebook over Instagram, because in my mind it's more powerful. But at the end of the day, it's about you, it's about your personal brand, and that's what's most important to me.
Quick thing, you
Yeah.
use the word port. I understand, I think Jess knows what that is.
Yeah.
What is port for those people that may not know?
Okay, so porting, right, at least how I see it, is kind of converting the people that already follow you on one platform and give them enough value in another platform that they choose to follow you on that website or that social media platform as well. So Facebook to Instagram, Instagram to Facebook, Instagram to Snapchat, even though Snapchat's dead, etc., etc.
Nice.
If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
It makes total sense.
Okay.
I like
Does that make sense to you guys?
Makes sense.
Okay. All right, boss.
Dude, you had some solid answers. I don't know how I'm able to follow this up, but we'll see.
But you're
Here we
actually
go.
the master of SEO and stuff.
Here we go. So, I actually have the same thing as MJ. Psych! But I just made mine a little bit prettier and to give him a 1-up. What do you think, dude? You like my flowers and stuff and
Are these
stars?
stars?
I think
Yeah,
you
those are
should
stars.
go for drawing.
Yeah.
Like a career. You know?
We're gonna have a band and then I'm gonna draw on the side. We're gonna have a bunch of passion projects. But I really loved what MJ said. So for everyone out there, there's a lot of things that we can talk about in digital marketing, and but I think if we were to choose 3 things, and the reason why I think 3 is good because, like, you know, as you're starting off as an entrepreneur or a business owner or organization, like if you have a huge team with mad resources, then that's good to go out and go into all the digital avenues. But if you have a relatively smaller team, like my biggest recommendation always is triple down on a few things and do those things really well. So if we were to start anywhere, like MJ said, a personal website. Like a lot of times you need what we call like one throat to choke. So a one-stop shop that tells you brand vision, about the team, where you sell your products.
What is your product?
Yeah,
why
yeah.
you're selling it, why you're doing
100%.
that, why you're trying to help someone. Or...
Exactly. It's like it's an all-encompassing place, and more importantly, it allows you to do other things like SEO, search engine marketing. You know, let you run ads like on Google AdWords. So the website actually enables a lot more. Oftentimes, websites aren't the most robust thing, but it's just a way to generate leads. So capture emails and stuff like that.
Yeah, that email list is super important.
It is.
Yeah,
And
we're
people
working on something else too. That
Are you?
Personal website is extremely important. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you guys share?
No.
it? No.
Next time.
I wanted the exclusive, but we didn't get it.
Next.
But yeah, like they said, people say like 1994 email is dead. It's not dead. Like I'm doing that every single day for our clients. And when we talk about like revenue conversion, like what's making money on the website, email, people that come from email is this much. But when they go to your email, they're spending this much. Yeah, from what I've seen through 7
Dude,
different-
I've also read. Okay, have you heard about the concept of 8-hour?
8 hour.
Okay, or in another way, like
Preach.
okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
So psychologically, you need to be able to spend time with a company, person, or business 8 hours to make a decision, right? So one, the key is you have to be able to be in their life for a continuum of 8 hours. So video is key.
Yeah.
Because the longer you watch videos, right? For all you guys who are doing production out there, the more time you do videos and the more time you attract and keep the people watching, after 8 hours, they'll choose to sleep with your brand,
Yeah.
so to speak, right?
The more you're around them, right? The more attention you give them,
Right.
then the more willing they are to get embedded.
Have I talked to you about that?
I like that.
I didn't mean to take you on
No,
a
no,
tangent,
that was
but I thought
perfect.
that was important.
It is. It is very
Yeah,
important.
for everyone out there. But
It is very important.
you said Facebook and Instagram.
Yes, I also said, so personal website, the one throat to choke, I think if anything, this should be yours. Now to generate stuff to get people here is, besides SEO, SEM, because we can go about that stuff all day, but I think those are drivers and not actual platforms. So Facebook, the big reason, MJ already said all the important things about this, so the only thing that I would add is if you don't have, and it's amazing how many clients I deal with that don't have a business Instagram. So it sounds very fundamental, but if you don't have a business Instagram, you need to get one because that business Instagram accesses so much more data for you and enables you to be a better networker, marketer, so on. In order to do that, you need a business Facebook. So it kind of starts here. You can't just open up a business Instagram before you have a login for a business Facebook. So out of everything that MJ said, on top of that, I think that's one of the biggest
That's a good point,
reasons.
dude.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it does have massive reach. And this is, you got to think of the different channels. It's not the same audience on each one, right? So here, I would look at Facebook like an ad strategy. So this is where you're gonna go spend your dollars for sponsored ads because you have more eyeballs on Facebook, more attention on Facebook, and then the people that are on there tend to be a little bit older, which means median income a little bit higher. So more flexible on income here.
True, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then from an Instagram standpoint, this is where you get the younger generation where they care more about brand than sales. So it's a different platform, right? You go from a sales-based sponsored ad situation on Facebook where you can get a lot out for real cheap. And then on Instagram, that's where you build your brand. Fun, aesthetic videos, really nice capturing, engaging photos. And do not ever forget to engage with your community, right? If someone says super sweet photo and you just type the like button, it's not gonna do a lot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta care about your community on there. So in order of presence, I think, like MJ said, this is my 3.
Okay, so I know for a lot of entrepreneurs, I like that because those are my answers as well.
I like you.
I appreciate
And
that.
Jess.
So I think it would be a good side note to give people who are starting out, right? If
Yeah.
you're 19, 20 years old, you 3 back there, you savages.
Savages, we gotta
What?
turn the camera around on
If
these
you
guys.
don't have a lot of start capital, right?
Yeah.
Give me your 2 most important tips that you give to starting entrepreneurs that don't have a lot of start capital
Mm-hmm.
on what they could do now with the 2 items that they do have, which is time and effort.
Yeah. So for me, a lot of people think like, oh my gosh, I need an education to get into this business, right? So they're like, how can I go buy an ebook or how can I go buy this and that to go learn the knowledge I need to then go deploy, action, and execute?
Mhm.
Well, before we got into this interview, MJ and I were talking about there's so many free platforms out there where if you put in the time and the energy to dig and dive and figure out where on YouTube can I figure this out, where on Google, you can build a website from scratch. You buy a $3 domain name,
Yeah.
right? You don't need a .com, buy a .co, a .me, whatever else.
Yeah.
Cheaper, $3. If you have $3, go buy a domain name and build it on Wix or WordPress, whatever it is. Plug for you guys that I just did that. It's all
Yeah.
free. So it's I think that's how it is. It's being smart with the cash you have and not being about going to need a fund and be in debt and getting all this money.
Yeah.
So when you go and give value, like MJ said, speak from your experience. And if you don't have experience, don't say shit. Don't go out there and try to boast like you got it, because you don't got it. And I think that's what he was saying too. Like people that try to fake that they're cool and walk the walk, it's so easy to sniff that out. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so just don't put yourself in that position. You know? What do you think?
That's a good thing. So I see this a lot in the young population, including myself. I think everybody always tries to be cool, right? I think that's stupid because no one really cares about you, right? At the end of the day, no one really cares about you. I think the most important thing is creating value, giving value, and allowing your audience to claim that value. And that's why they'll continue to follow you. That's why they'll continue to always see what you're doing. So that's one thing. And then the second thing is on Instagram especially, I think engagement is very important. Because if you expect people to engage with you, you have to reach out to people and engage with them.
Yeah.
As you know, Gary Vee always says, spend your time DMing people that are like-minded, that you want to collaborate with. You get 1,000 no's, you get 2 yeses. So that's just an effort thing. So if you want to make excuses and you say, I can't do this, I'm scared of rejection, then you're not meant to do what you're doing. So you have to put in that time and you have to be okay with rejection.
100%.
But reaching out.
Yeah, reaching out. And I think to piggyback off of MJ's thing about value, right? I hear, and it's one of the most undervalued thing when people say you gotta give more value. Because a lot of times when you hear that as a user, you're like, what the fuck does that mean? Like how do I give value as a 19, 18-year-old, 17-year-old with little life experience?
Yeah.
And you come across a business owner that's 34, 45 and has been there, done that, and has been in your shoes times 2. They lived 2 lives that you haven't lived.
Right.
So how do you provide value to this person, right? How do you overcome that? My biggest tip, speak from the first person narrative, right? Because you can't come in there and be like, oh, well, statistics, blah, 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 say and this and that, because that just goes over their head. But one, if you can prove credibility by saying, this is how I did it, what I do know is that it gets results, and here's the results, and you show them from a first person narrative, there's no way to negate that, because no one can counter argue you if you've done it and you proved it.
True. And also, the 2 things that a lot of young people have is time and effort. So that is the value you can give.
Yeah.
You can literally give time and you can give effort.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice.
Yeah. You guys learned something from that?
Dude, what the hell?
That was
See,
sad.
I'm telling you, man.
Give me another
motivated.
shot. For an organization to function properly, you need to have category experts on your team, right? Trust everyone in what they do really, really well.
Right.
This is the real deal. So Jessica, the reason why I brought this and how it has significance in my life is taking risks.
Yeah.